Hello out there. It's Friday, baby. And we're on the air. How are we doing? Topping up my balance here on the Zap stream. We got to be fully loaded for today's show. This is the third edition. I don't know if anybody's here yet or not, but we're going to get started. Had a bit of a late start. I would say not really late start, but late post. So I understand if there's going to be a couple minutes here of people showing up because I literally just posted this a couple minutes ago. All right, let's update this to be No Agenda Fridays over on the Zap. And let's get to it. Oh, no. Why does this keep resetting? Okay, well, we'll do this quickly. I don't know what's going on with the Zap lately. There's a few bugs. But it's okay. We're all right. We got a new goal in the chat today. Let's start with that. Actually, first and foremost, we got a live guest today, live audience. He just finished eating about 10 carrots. No, not 10 carrots, but 10 chunks of carrots. So we'll get Arnie in the show here a little bit. There we go. Which way do I have to move? Okay. Well, Arnie's here today. That's good news. Hopefully he hangs out for a while, but if not, that's okay. It's his life. This is No Agenda Fridays, the third episode. This is the Daily Bitcoin Journey. This is actionable and logical discussion for Bitcoiners and future Bitcoiners. He's having a go. So let's start today with this beautiful mug. I don't know if Bridge is what. No, she's not. She's on a plane right now. Check out this mug. I don't know how it'll show up in the shot. There you go. I want to spill. Can you see that? This is Bridge's mug. All right. See ya, Arn. I thought the carrots would work. He gone. I'm not going to say the word, but you can see what it says. It's a great mug. Probably my favorite mug. I should probably use it more often on here. And since it is Bridge's mug, I cannot auction it off for Zaps. Otherwise, I probably would. Highest bidder today gets this mug sent to them. But it's her mug. So happy Friday. What was I going to talk about there? Oh, the Start 9. Over on Zap.stream, we got a brand new goal. I'm going to keep this my goal for a while, I think, because I really want to make this happen somehow. The goal is for a new... Oh, no. What the heck? Didn't update. The goal is for a new Start 9 server. That's what we're going for. Can we get it? I don't know. We need like 1 million sats. This keeps effing up on me here. I don't know. We'll deal with it later. Anyways, that's the new goal. We need about 1.7 million sats. I think this will obviously take some time, but that's where all my sats are going to be going towards now. New Start 9 server. I need to get it hopefully in the next couple months, because that is my goal by the end of 2024 to have a server set up and to be running a node. And we're going to do it. And we're going to be flashing this mug while we do it. But on that note, I actually emailed Start 9 to see if they wanted to work together on the show. And Matt got back to me and said, we got a discount code now. So this is the first official announcement for the Start 9 server. If you're thinking about getting a server, I'm gonna order mine hopefully in the next month or two, and I'm gonna kind of go through just like the BitAxe, talk about it, do a video maybe on the setup of it, anything I ran into. But if you want to get one in the meantime and kind of do it on your own, you can use the code 88 sats, 88 SATS, and you're gonna save 5% off your Start 9 server. I think the pure one, it was out of stock for a while, but I think it's back in stock now. I think that's the one to get. It's a little bit bigger, more powerful, more storage. And there you go. So the Daily Bitcoin Journey is officially an affiliate with Start 9 servers. You can use the code 88 sats. All right. And we were not really late today. We were right on time, but I wanted to start this earlier. But the reason I was late is we can blame James Bond. I was helping him. We were troubleshooting NOSTR this morning, so he set me back a little bit. So we can all blame Mr. James Bond for that. So it is no agenda Friday today. What does that mean? It means we have no list to work off of. So I do have a couple things I want to be talking about. Oh, that was the other one. On NOSTR today, somebody sent me 21,000 sats. And I don't know who it was from. It doesn't show up in like a notification or anything. So if you sent me that, definitely let me know. But if it was for something as well, let me know, because that's what we've been selling the Bitcoin golf tees for. So I hope it wasn't for that, because I don't know who it was for. So if you happen to send me 21,000 sats this morning on NOSTR, please reach out and let me know, because I don't know where the hell they came from. I'm not mad about it, obviously, but I'd like to know if I have to do anything, if there's any strings attached to it. I see Letha over in Zap.stream. Happy Friday. I see Akil. Hey, Jor. Hey, all. Happy Friday. And I see Letha has zapped 4.2 thousand. Why do I struggle with that so much? 4.2 thousand sats for Jor's Start 9 server. Thank you, Letha. That's a heck of a start. That's a heck of a start. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My bad from James Bond. That's okay. We got her going, I hope. I haven't checked, but I'm thinking we can figure it out. Cold Deck, that's my goal as well. Start 9 server before the end of the year, up and running. Well, you get 5% off now, so that helps, especially. Holy. You good? That helps. I think they're like $1,500, $1,700. So 5% is actually a pretty big deal on there. Who else we got in here today? We got our good friend Timber Crasher. Good morning, Bitcoiners. Stack those sats and drop a like. That's a great idea. Is Wildman in the background. Is Rick in the chat yet? No. So we got our first reminder from Timber Crasher today. Johnny's in the house. Jason's in the house. Good morning. We got Silver Fox Duncan in the house. Johnny says, why would I need my own server? Well, there's a lot of reasons for it. I think I'm going to use mine for a couple different reasons. The first and foremost is running a node. So with a node, essentially, you're downloading a copy of the Bitcoin blockchain every 10 minutes, the updated version of it. So it takes quite a bit of space. And so you can't just really run your own node on your laptop unless it's like a souped up laptop. So you get a server, you connect it to that, you run your own node. That's where the new copy of the Bitcoin blockchain gets saved to, the server. The other one there too is that, if you're somebody who saves your data on Google Drive or like an external device like this is what I use. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a Samsung. It's 2 terabytes. So same kind of thing as that, except I think it's a little bit more intuitive altogether, and you can run like your own NOSTR relay, which I'll definitely be doing. I think that there's a lot to that. You basically just own your own data. Even with NOSTR. So if you're thinking about NOSTR, like how the traditional social media stuff works is it's all on servers, right? You make a post, it gets sent to Twitter's server, their centralized server there, and then it gets broadcast out from there. Whereas with NOSTR, there's no server, there's no centralized server that everything goes to. It's all run through relays. So that's kind of just like a microcosm of how everything works online. Is most people own your data instead of you. There's servers everywhere. So if you run your own server, you can kind of connect that over time. It's not something you just snap your fingers and everything's good to go, but you own all your data. So that's the reason for it. I'm definitely getting one of those. Letha said, someone in the group chat said Start 9 will have a Black Friday sale. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I don't know if the sale will work with the discount code or not, but it might even be more than that. Who knows? When is Black Friday? Thanksgiving? American Thanksgiving? I don't know. It's a pretty racist holiday. Mav21, 4.2 thousand sats over in Zap.stream. Good morning. Look at that. Look at that. The goal changed again. So we're going to have to Zap.stream. I don't know. It's working though. That's the only thing that matters. I know that there's a couple of issues with it. Some chat's not showing up. My information's not pulling through like I wanted to, but the video's there. The sats are flowing. What a day to be alive. I posted that on NOSTR this morning. And maybe we can do that right now quickly. I just said, okay, before I get into that though, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now, but that's No Agenda Fridays. So that's what we're going to do today. I got a couple things to talk about, a couple different news items to share. We'll give away some Bitcoin. But for the most part, if you have anything, does not have to be Bitcoin related even, preferably, but it doesn't have to be. But if you have anything to discuss in terms of topics and stuff, just throw it in the chat and we'll talk about it. No agenda today. So we're freeballing it. I'm actually heading into the city in a little while, so I can't be too long today, but we'll get it done. But I posted on NOSTR this morning. I said, take a couple seconds, even a minute if you want to, and just think about all the things that you're appreciative of in life, things that you're grateful for. I think we spend too much time worrying about the past, worrying about the future, worrying about all the little things in our life. But when you just take like a couple seconds and think about the things that you're thankful for and grateful for, it actually goes such a long way. You train your mind to think positively about things instead of toxic. So do that right now. If you're up for it, just take a couple seconds, think about the things that you're thankful for. And as I said on there, it's the easiest and most rewarding habit that you can build into your life is just focusing on what you're thankful for. And I heard somebody say one time that it's impossible to be fearful, stressed out, anxious, and grateful at the same time. So just think about that. And I made a post on LinkedIn a year ago, whenever I was still on LinkedIn, but I gave, I think it was 3 tips on public speaking. And one of them is just switch whatever you're feeling to gratitude. It's the easiest trick in the book. Whatever emotions you're feeling, whether it's anxiety, fear, doubt about yourself, switch it to gratitude and just be thankful that somebody out there, whether it's in my case, it was my brother's wedding where I was doing a speech, but just be thankful that there's somebody out there that, thinks highly enough that they asked you to speak at whatever it is they're doing. And the other part of that too is that no matter what, it seems like it's a big stressful thing and a big deal, but focus on the fact that in 20 years from now or 30 years from now, you'd give anything, any amount of money to be back where you are in that moment. So just focus on that and enjoy it. Enjoy yourself, focus on the gratitude aspect of it. So those were the kind of two out of 3. And then the third one was obviously prepare. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, if you're not prepared for it, that's when doubt creeps into your mind. And that's when things go wrong. So shift to gratitude, realize that you'll never be here again, and be prepared for it. That's it. Very simple. Very simple advice. Hey, there it is. Look at this. That was Pasty Janner. Said, mate, enjoy your 2100. Was it you? Mate, enjoy your 21,000 sats. You work hard for us in this community. Was it you, or are you just saying enjoy it? Because I'm trying to get to the bottom of who actually sent it. All right. So there you go. If you have a speech, if you have to do any sort of public speaking, there's some free advice for you today. And we got 2 Djangos, or Django as an imposter, because we had good morning here, and then we have good morning here with his Bitcoin journeyman tag on there. What the hell is Arnie doing? All right. Next thing here. Did I send that email? I must have. Let's check on the mempool. See what's going on. Groundhog Day once again. So we got, are we live? No, we're not. We're currently at block height 859, so we moved into the 859,000s in the blocks. 859,000 blocks have been mined. It's funny, on Twitter, I've been kind of messing around on Twitter a little bit lately. I've actually ran into quite a few new people on there, met a few new friends that have been making their way over to NOSTR through Twitter. But people just love, if they don't understand Bitcoin, they love arguing it. They have about 4 or 5 buzzwords or like things that they've heard that they just keep repeating over and over again. But the thing about that is, and I said this in one of the replies to a comment on there, I said, it doesn't matter if you like Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just going to keep working. It's a protocol. It does not give a shit what you or I think about it, right? So 859,000 blocks within the Bitcoin blockchain. I mean, what else do you have to say about it? It works. People use it. It's going to continue to working. And everything on Earth, every asset on Earth is going to continue being repriced by Bitcoin. Look at real estate. Look at land values. Look at car prices. Everything, even though it's up in fiat terms, is down in Bitcoin. And that's before Wall Street showed up. That's before it's become adopted as a currency. This has all happened before that. So Bitcoin doesn't give a shit what you think about it or what I think about it. It just works. So 859,000 blocks, and nobody is in control of it either. Arn, take it easy. Sheesh. And Pool got the last one. It looks like you're paying about 4 sats per rebyte, 3 to 5 sats. If you're paying more than that, you're doing it wrong. But yeah, that's it. Mempool. Price is probably around 58,000 bucks, I would guess. Don't even have to check on it anymore. Thing about that is though, we're gonna come to a time very soon where that's not the case anymore. We're gonna laugh at 58K. And people get so worked up that we never move off of 58K. I don't know if it's a curse, but it's very, very short-term thinking. I'm happy that's 58. I'd rather it be 58 than 70, really. Because if I'm buying Bitcoin, I get more sats for that, my fiat dollars. Would I rather it be 158,000? Yes. Because then I can actually do something with it. If I want to, if I have a fund for a new set of golf clubs or whatever, I can actually use that now. But the difference between 58 and 70 and even 80 is not much. So I'd rather it be 58. It's not like anything's changed. It's just we're waiting for everybody else to figure it out. Thiago, let's go. Scarpelli, good morning. Daniel, let's fucking go. Scarpelli, 0 base fee. Hashtag 0 base fee. What does that mean? What's 0 base fee? Like low fees? Django's jumping chat to chat, and we got Matt in the house as well. All right. So what do we have for, I wanted to watch one video today. That was kind of the only thing that I had on my list, even though I shouldn't have anything on my list. I did come across a great video this morning on the Twitter machine. I got a new message in the Orange Pill app. Maybe it's the CEO again trying to tell me this app's good. I can be a dink sometimes, that's for sure. But okay, where is that? Why didn't it send? Drafts? Yeah, it's in drafts. All right, sent. Oh, Lightning Network channel fees, 0 base fee. Yeah, that's what we're gonna use Lightning for. That's kind of that's a lot of people's theory, but there'll be a lot of people on Earth that never own a UTXO, that never send a transaction on Bitcoin Layer 1, mostly because it'll be too expensive. And it won't be because the fees are like 30 or 300 sats per rebyte. It'll be because sats are worth so much. That's what we have to keep in mind. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who think that we're going to get to a point where there's so much demand for the Bitcoin blockchain that it's going to be like 300, 400, 500 sats per rebyte. It's not, because nobody's going to pay that. In that world where it's so much in demand, think about what the price of Bitcoin would be, and think about the price of what one sat would be. Are people really going to pay like $1,000 to send a transaction? Even today, if you want to send a bank wire, which is the most secure way to transfer funds, it's like $25, $50, and there's a whole bunch of parties involved that are taking a fee off of that. So there's just no way in my mind that we ever get to like 500 sats per rebyte is like the normal. Hello. No, there's no whining in the show. There's no whining. Okay, well, I think that, yes, the email has arrived. Hey, stop. We're live. Oh yeah, let's watch this video. This is what I wanted to start the show with today. It's a great video. There's a whole bunch of things that I love about this video. So this is from Bitcoin News. It says buying corn flour with Bitcoin at a village shop in Kenya. So this is from Bitcoin News. And it's a 2-minute video, but there's a lot of great things happening here. So let's take 2 minutes of our day today. Let's watch this. And let's just enjoy how cool this is, that this is happening.
Today I want us to do something really cool with Bitcoin. Hi everyone. Today I want us to do something really cool with Bitcoin. So come with me. Okay, so I'm here in Kehumbu, my very small village right here in Kenya, and I'm standing outside Mama Fideli's retail and cereal shop, and I'm gonna go inside, and guess what we're going to do? We're gonna spend Bitcoin to pay for a few items that I want using our new app called Tando. Yes, they don't accept Bitcoin, but I'm gonna go and spend Bitcoin. Why? Because Tando allows you to spend Bitcoin anywhere in Kenya, and M-Pesa is accepted. So come with me and let's see how it works. So now we're gonna use Tando to pay for these items, and here's the app. Caribbean. So we are using Paybill. The Paybill number is 247247. Count number
0700
0700 516. Okay. And then next.
So
After you've filled in all your details, Tando is gonna prompt you to create an invoice. We are spending BTC to pay for our bills. And then choose your wallet of choice.
okay.
So we are about to spend 5,216 sats, which is about $3.400 Kenyan shillings. Send. And there you go. Receive. So here it is. He has received 400 shillings. Perfect. Here's a transaction. So I just bought this maize flour in my village using Bitcoin with Tando.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Rick said volume is very low. Sorry about that. It had subtitles there. I wonder if that's on my end. Oh, it's cranked on my end. I didn't change the volume either, so maybe it was just part of the video. It's in Africa. So it's just impressive that that we got that from Mama Fideli's retail and cereal shop. How cool is that though, honestly? Like, a couple things to note there. This is what Bitcoin's all about. This is, to me, I know it's fun to be here for the purchasing power. It's fun to be here for the technology. But like the fact that people like this in Africa have the ability now to actually hold their wealth in Bitcoin and not have to worry about what their government's doing. Like that is so big, honestly. And the continent, I keep wanting to call it a country, but the continent of Africa and many other countries around the world have just been obliterated by the US dollar and the foreign policies and all the bullshit. So it's so cool to me that they can finally break free of that on their own without, the permission of the US government. But the other part too there is that, did you notice that the guy actually didn't accept Bitcoin? He was taking the native currency there. I think it was Kesp. I don't know. So she paid in Bitcoin, and I'm guessing the Tandu app actually behind the scenes they take the Bitcoin and then they pay out the vendor. So even though the vendor doesn't have a Bitcoin accepted sign on the door, people can still pay with Bitcoin. So, I'm sure there'll come a time where if enough people are paying him in Bitcoin, he's going to say, well, if everybody else is holding Bitcoin, using Bitcoin, storing their wealth in Bitcoin, maybe I should start accepting Bitcoin instead of the African currency or whatever they're using in this specific video here. But did you also notice the cost of 4 bags of flour? 5,000 sats. What is 5,000 sats here? I'm guessing that those 4 bags of flour here in Canada, I don't know the quality of them, but I'm guessing it's actually better than the quality of flour that we have here. But I'm guessing that those 4 bags here in Canada would probably cost about $10 each, maybe $40, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't bought flour in a while, but I feel like if it's actual, I'm guessing homemade flour or however that would work. I'm guessing it would be about $10 per bag. So what's 5,000 sats? $3. That's American. So it'd be like $5 here for 4 bags of flour. We're getting absolutely steamrolled here in Canada with our prices of things. Holy F. All right, we got to move on from that. I don't need to be in a bad mood here today to start the show. All right, let's give away some Bitcoin. I see Plunger is over there. Plunger zapped 100 sats. I see My Path to Fire is over there, zapped 100 sats as well. Thank you, fellas. Much appreciated. And I see My Path to Fire's chat, so that's good. It's a good start. Stu says, how long did that transaction take? I'm not sure, like the one in the video. If it was on Lightning, it would be instantaneous. Insane Boy says, Crybaby should be stacking sats. Arnie is stacking sats. Arnie has like 70,000 sats. This is his wallet right here. So if you got a couple sats kicking around you want to share with my co-host today, you can send it to Arnie. And I think once we get to about 100,000 sats in there, that's when I'll create a UTXO for him. Arnie wants to be a YouTube star. He's definitely more camera ready than me. Adam, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. And we got Earthbum, Speranza. I absolutely love the names in here. Every day is a great day to stack sats. Yes. All right. So speaking of sats, I wanted to mention a couple other things too, because 100 days ago, yesterday, we started a little initiative within the community here, within the Living the Future community. And the goal was to try to get 100 sats every day for 100 days. So I think there were 7 or 8 people who were part of this initiative. I don't know how many succeeded. I haven't checked out the spreadsheet yet. I kind of fell off after my trip to Italy when I wasn't able to stack 100 sats a day. So I was out. But I've been kind of checking on it, and I think that there's 5 or 6 people who did it, who stacked 100 sats a day for 100 days. And that's not buying 100 sats. That's like finding ways to earn sats through Fountain, through taking surveys, through Shake Pay, through Zaps on NOSTR. 100 sats for 100 days. So big shout out to them. I'm pretty sure there was 4 or 5 people who accomplished the mission. And one of those lucky people are going to be winning 100,000 sats from me. So that's coming soon. But the other part there is I wanted to give another challenge. Since that one ended, this is going to be a really easy challenge for people, I think. So this is how it's going to work. It's actually going to tie in 2 different things, because the podcast lately has been very hot on Spotify and Fountain. We're getting a lot more traction on there. So I want you to, very simply, I want you to go on to Spotify. If you have the Spotify app, I want you to leave a review on the podcast, on the Daily Bitcoin Journey. And hopefully from Spotify, I'm hoping just like YouTube does, it pulls people over to Fountain. It pulls people to the live show. It pulls people to the zap.stream. So leave a review on there. Help get the podcast in front of more eyes. And so this is my proposal. It actually ties in 2 things here. The first thing is a review, but the second part is you have to be on NOSTR. So what I want you to do, I want you to go to Spotify, leave a review for the show, for the Daily Bitcoin Journey, take a screenshot of your review, post it on NOSTR, and I'll zap you 1,000 sats. So for anybody out there who wants to stack some sats today, that's a very easy way to do it. Leave a review on Spotify, post a screenshot of it on NOSTR, and I will zap your post 1,000 sats for doing that. Hopefully it's a good review, but I'm not going to tell you to leave a good review. Leave whatever you want. And I have a note here on that, because there's a local restaurant in the city around here, and I think it's either on the wall or on their menu somewhere. I saw it and it really stood out in my mind. And I think that this is, if you're somebody who's starting a business or thinking about starting a business, this is how you should be approaching this. So the thing said, if you had a bad experience, tell us. But if you had a good experience, tell your friends. So I think that that's a really good way to operate as a business, because if you have an issue there, if it's a product or the meal was shitty or what I'm talking about sucks, tell me. Like, send me an email, whatever it is. If you have any ideas, any concerns, tell me. But if you're enjoying it, leave a review, tell your friends, share it on your socials, because you don't need to tell me that you're enjoying it. I'll just know by the amount of people watching it and consistent people watching it. So you don't have to tell me if it's good, but tell me if it's bad, and definitely leave a review today. That's my challenge for today. Can you do it? Stu says on the video, I don't know for sure. There was a lot of edits on the video, obviously to keep it within 2 minutes, but if it's Lightning, it usually goes instantaneously. That's the beauty of the Lightning Network. Insane Boy says, what is your Lightning app of choice? So I actually use a lot of them, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad practice, but it's what I do. So on this phone, I think Wallet of Satoshi, that's what I would recommend, unless you're in the States and you're an iOS user, then you can't use it. But I think Wallet of Satoshi is just so easy for people to set up. I hooked my dad up with a Wallet of Satoshi. He's going to Costa Rica in November. So I'm gonna give him some sats to spend there, and he has to use his Lightning wallet. So I got him to download the Wallet of Satoshi. He downloaded it. The first thing that pops up is send and receive. He's like, I think I missed something here, because it just took me right to the wallet. And I said, yeah, no, that's right. You don't have to enter in your email address. You don't have to create your username. You don't have to do anything. You just download the app and it's there. Easy. Very easy. The main drawback of Wallet of Satoshi is that you could get rugged at any time. But even in the States, when they took Wallet of Satoshi out of the iOS store, people still had access to their sats. So there is a risk there that you're not actually holding that yourself. But if you're only using like a couple of thousand sats or 10,000 sats on there, Wallet of Satoshi, in my mind, is the best. But if you're a little bit more serious about it, and you want to hold like 1 million sats on there and actually have control of your sats, then use Phoenix. Use the Phoenix wallet. You'll have to pay, I think it's 10,000 sats to set up a Lightning channel. So that's kind of the disconnect there, is if you're just using it for smaller amounts, then use Wallet of Satoshi. But if you're somebody who's going to be putting like a decent chunk of Bitcoin on there and you want to be buying things online, like a shirt, like honey, coffee, a Start9 server, then you set up a channel, you fund your liquidity, both cost a little bit of sats, but then you can hold it on there and you actually have the keys to that Bitcoin through the Phoenix app. So those are kind of my two. I would also, if you're on Android, try out the Minibits eCash wallet. Very cool. It's a good way to wash some sats, if you know what I mean. And also very quick, I use Minibits. That's actually what's connected to my NOSTR account is Minibits. And what else do I have on here? I got too many Lightning wallets. Is there such thing? I don't know. I got Aqua on here. Moon Wallet claims to be a Lightning wallet, but it's not a great one. It actually holds the Bitcoin on chain. And then when fees get really high, you can't send any using Lightning. So it kind of defeats the purpose of it. What else? Mutiny Wallet. I haven't used that one yet, but I have it on here. And Minibits. And if you're on iOS, I think the Apple version of that is called eNuts. So try those out. I like the eCash. It's a very cool idea that I think is going to be very useful in the future for us, just because of the privacy involved with it. Is this Mikkel or Mikkel? I'm going to say Mikkel because I have a good buddy named Mikkel, so we're going to call you Mikkel. Sup, you sat stacking sleuts. Oh, man. This chat, there's always something in here. Rick says, I still have Wallet of Satoshi on my Android, and he's in the US. So there you go. If you're on Android, you're lucky. You get to use Wallet of Satoshi. And if you're still with Apple, I mean, I would strongly consider, I don't want to tell you what to do, but strongly consider switching over to Android. It's so much better, especially if you're a Bitcoiner and you want to use these different tools that are available. Android is by far the better option. So you don't have to go to the store today, but next time your phone's up for renewal or you need a new phone, then switch to Android. It's tough, but it's worth it. James Bond says, smash the like button today. It's good. It's Friday. Show a bit of love to the Daily Bitcoin Journey for No Agenda Fridays, where we're just freeballing everything here. Let's double check though. Let's get some actual verification. What do we got? We got 27 people in here, 18 likes, 19 likes. A few people just smashed now. So there we go. Uh-oh. 9:10. Okay, I've got to go right away. Mom and Dad are coming to pick up Arnie right away. Okay. So no time to be checking how many likes are on here, but thank you to those who have. Last Ass says Aqua is a liquid only wallet. You can receive Lightning, but it will be swapped to liquid, which involves fees. And if you run your own node like Start9, you should check out Zeus Wallet. I have heard really good things about Zeus Wallet, actually. That's a good idea. And I believe they're on iOS as well. I've personally never used them, so I don't like endorsing them, but I have heard many, many good things about the Zeus Wallet. So that's some great advice from Lasdas over on Zapstream. If you're running your own node like Start9 or your own server, check out Zeus Wallet. All right. And again, if you're just joining the show now, and if you're somebody who wants to be setting up your own Bitcoin node, running your own node, setting up your own server, the Daily Bitcoin Journey just was approved for an affiliate link. So you can use the code 88 SATS, 88 SATS, and you can save 5% off of your Start9, which, as mentioned, it's actually a pretty good discount based on the price of the servers. Saving about $100, I would guess, maybe $50. But anyways, make sure to use that on your purchase of a Start9. And I'm going to be getting one hopefully in the very near future, and I'm going to go through it on the show, probably do a video on it, but talk about it on on the show here. Scarpelli says, I love the idea of a node at home. Yeah, me too. And it's your own server, own your own data. Daniel says, Phoenix sucks. Still haven't forgiven them for bailing on US customers. Yeah, and that was the thing about that whole situation too, was that they weren't really in trouble. Like they weren't in trouble. Nothing really happened. They were trying to get ahead of it, I think, with Apple and the US. And I can't say I really blame them either, because the Joe Biden administration they couldn't have had worse people in there for the Bitcoin industry. But the good news is we only have hopefully another 2 months, and then we can have some adults in the room. Anybody catch Kamala's speech last night? Holy. Talk about a brain dead zombie. Cackling zombie. I don't think you could find a worse duo on earth than what did Trump call her? Comrade Kamala and Tampon Tim. You could not find a worse pair than those two. Holy, we're not going to talk about it. We can't spend any time on that. But I saw Rick said, Bitcoin well, too late. No, it's not too late. We're going to do that right now. So we're going to give away some Bitcoin here on behalf of our friends over at Bitcoin Well. If you're in the US or in Canada, make sure you get an account. You can see here that we've had 47 of our friends within the community here sign up. I guess I shouldn't be doxing people, but 47 people have signed up. So thank you to those who have, supporting Bitcoin Well, supporting the show here, and just a great exchange. They have really cool incentives like these Bitcoin wishing well tosses, very small 1% fee, and they don't hold any Bitcoin. So you buy it on here, you move it right to your cold storage. You don't have to worry about any bullshit in between there. So let's do this. We got a toss here. Somebody's going to win some sats right now. $500 sats again. Sorry, I'm just texting back my dad. So let's make sure that it's been claimed, and we'll move on with our day. I'm guessing it has, because it won't let me scan it. So congrats to whoever won that this morning. And thank you once again to Bitcoin Well. If you want to sign up for an account there, you get 5 free tosses into the wishing well, which equates to free sats. You can win between 500 and 1 million sats in a wishing well toss. So go to bitcoinwell.com/Jor to do that. All right, we got about 5 more minutes on here. Oh, Letha won. There you go. Lots of exclamation marks there too. I love that. So that's good karma for Letha, because she sent a nice fat zap in this morning. This used to be called Fat Zap Fridays, but we changed it to the new Start 9 goal. So congrats to Letha. Hell yeah. Insane Boy says, thanks. I will look into Wall of Satoshi. I've been using Aqua. Also, they banned Phoenix in the US. I was using it before. Yeah, Phoenix is a great choice. If you're on Android, though, I'm pretty sure you can still use Phoenix. I'm pretty sure. You might have to do it a little bit differently. You might have to create your own web app from their website, Progressive Web App, I think they're called. But I'm pretty sure with the Android, there's no limits on what you can do. That was only an Apple thing, I'm pretty sure. Daniel said he's been playing with Zeus. It's fun to play around with things and find what works for your setup. There's no right answer in terms of like the best wallet or best anything. It all depends on your goals and what you want to do and what you have. Mikkel says, I wonder the average number of wallets Bitcoiners have. I would be bringing up that average. And unfortunately, none of them have a whole lot in them, but I have a lot. So the good thing about that is, even though it's a pain in the ass to try to keep track of a whole bunch of different wallets, the nice thing is if one of my wallets happened to be hacked or I forgot about I lost the password, whatever that may be, I still have other Bitcoin. I think the last thing you want to do is keep all of your Bitcoin in one wallet. That's my opinion. It could be wrong. It could be right, but that's my opinion. Bond says mini bits, enuts. Yeah, those are both. If you're on Android, it's mini bits. If you're on Apple, it's enuts. So check those out because I love the eCash. It's a great way to transact very privately because of the blind signatures involved with the eCash. What else? Cold Deck says her partner is just as bad. Are we talking about Tampon Tim or her actual husband? Oh, her. No, we're not talking about Kamala today. This is Friday. We got to stay positive. Scarpelli says, when or if you set up your node, would we be able to open a channel with you? Yeah, probably. Like the one thing I see a lot of different things forming from the Living in the Future community. And I got some, maybe I'll talk about that to end the show here today, because I got some pretty good ideas flowing through my head right now. But the thing about the Living in the Future community, and if you're thinking about joining it, don't join it because you want to learn more about Bitcoin. I think for the most part, I talk a lot about Bitcoin and the different tools available and stuff like that on this show for free for everybody. But the Living in the Future community itself is more focused around the network. And we're going to have things like buying and selling Bitcoin with each other. Unless the government's working, then we're obviously not going to do that. But, buying non-KYC, selling non-KYC Bitcoin, I know that there's a huge demand for that. We're going to look at other things. I've been looking into like a lending platform using HODL HODL and lending Bitcoin out for cash and then earning some interest in Bitcoin off of that. Different ventures. I have a really good idea that I'm going to be sharing hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I want to work out a few different details on it. But I'm going to be basically starting a new venture, and I want a few people within the Living in the Future community. I'm looking for, what was it? Somebody who's good with graphic design, somebody who is currently a business owner, if you have some experience running your own business, and somebody who's very organized. Those are kind of the three people that I want to have on the team. And I want to kind of, help out with it, but I want somebody else to really take charge of it because I think that that's the best way to do it. So I do have a very good vision for it. I'm going to be doing some hopefully one-on-one kind of interviews, chats with people to make sure we got the right people on board. But essentially what it's going to do is it's going to help people within Bitcoin start their own business, give them all the tools, everything you need to start your business for I want to have business owners on the show every Wednesday. So, and as Scarpelli says here, in terms of running opening channels, I think that that's something that we can do within that group as well. Whether it's a Fedi Mint, whether it's Lightning channels, whatever it is, it helps when you have like a web of trust. That's kind of what the Living in the Future is. 4 resources, 4 ideas, 4 things like this. It's a web of trust where that's the thing behind the monthly fee. As low as it is, I wouldn't say it's irrelevant. It helps support the channel here, but it really just gets rid of the spam and the people who are just kind of there because they love signing up for different things. So you have to have a little bit of skin in the game. But if you get, if you're part of that, there's going to be some really cool things coming down the road. So if you want to sign up for that, if that sounds interesting to you, if you're somebody who's working a 9-to-5 job right now, and the nice thing about that is it's going to be kind of a separate venture, but all of the Living in the Future members are going to have access to all those tools. So there's going to be people who can sign up separately for like the business side of things, but then everybody within the Living in the Future community, because they're here so early, are going to have access to all that. So if you're somebody who's already in the Living in the Future community and thinking like, what the hell, don't worry. You're going to be included in it all. So if you are somebody working a 9-to-5 job, you want to start your own thing in the next couple of years, this is going to be a really good way to jumpstart that and have people you can talk to, share ideas with, start different ventures with, because that's kind of the goal here is we want to get away from the 9-to-5. We want to get away from the fiat system. and into our own self-made business. So maybe do that this weekend. If you're interested, if that sounds like something that you want to get into and be involved in, you can, in the show notes, there's the second one down. It says Living in the Future. Find the Living in the Future tier and sign up for that. Anton, I am a graphic designer. We'll be happy to be part of the team. There you go. So like I said, we need a graphic designer. We need a business owner, somebody who has experience running a business. And regardless of what industry it's in, it could be a side hustle, it could be an actual business, but it won't take up too much of your time, I don't think, the way I want to structure it. And we need somebody who's very organized. So if any of those sound like you and you want to be involved, I'm going to be chatting with people probably in the fall here. Once things slow down a little bit, when golf season's done, we're going to have a lot of time for activities. Okay, and Rick says, I will never keep my crypto in one wallet again. Learn my lesson. You never want to have that. I don't know. You just never, in anything in life, you never want to have all of your eggs in one basket. Never. That could be your Bitcoin in your wallet. That could be the exchanges that you're using. That could be owning Bitcoin itself. Like if you're somebody who just owns Bitcoin, unless you know what you're doing, like it's a very dangerous place, because Bitcoin goes up and it goes down. And if you're over leveraged, or if you're in too deep and you don't have actual cash flow, that's going to get you in some trouble. So with the wallets, set up a few. With the exchanges, set up a few. If you're in Canada or if you're in the US, make sure you get a Bitcoin Well account. Bitcoin Well account, or bitcoinwell.com/Jor. And even within Bitcoin, like have some money in MicroStrategy, have some money in Summer Scientific. Don't put it all into, even though it's all around Bitcoin, it's nice to just have some of your stuff spread out a little bit, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. So kind of work that into your Bitcoin strategy. Plunger says, you need a plumber by any chance? I can help. Well, you know what? If you're are you an employer, or are you a business owner? And if you're neither, and you want to be your own business owner, then this is going to be made for you. All right. Well, Mom and Dad are going to be here in 2 minutes. Arnie's gone, but he's going to be spending the weekend or the night with them. I'm heading into the city. I'm playing, I think, 3 or 4 rounds of golf in the next 2 days here, next 48 hours. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. And I don't know if Mav's still here or not, but I got a nice notification this morning from one of our favorite guys on NOSTR, Sergio. I'll just find it quickly because it was pretty, it made my day. Where is it here? Sergio said, Jor, when are we playing golf together? We really should. I can fly out to you or vice versa, but I think it would be a really cool experience that we could also share with the community, no matter how good or bad we play. So that's Sergio from NOSTR sent that. And then I saw Mav. I don't know if Mav's still here or not, but said that he would also be interested in playing. So we might have something. I don't know if we'll make it work this fall, or maybe we'll have to travel somewhere south for the winter, but I think that'd be a lot of fun. So we got 1 minute to spare here. Do we need a drinker? No, we'll be drinking enough, but we'll include you with any of our drinks. So thank you, Mav. Thank you, Letha. Thank you, Plunger. And thank you, My Path to Fire, for the sats today. Very much appreciated. Thanks to everybody for showing up for another edition of the No Agenda Fridays. I think we got everything done today with 0 minutes to spare. So head over to Spotify, leave a review on the Daily Bitcoin Journey, take a screenshot of it, and I'll zap you 1,000 sats on NOSTR today or tomorrow. But get that done. And if you're interested in joining Living in the Future, it's in the show notes. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for everything here. I love doing these shows. So much fun. And the reason for that is because of everybody here. So have a great weekend. Thank you once again. And we'll see you right back here first thing Monday or Tuesday morning. Probably Monday. It's a long weekend here, but Bridge is gone. So me and Arnie might be available Monday morning. So have a great weekend. We'll see you then.